Their story started with so much hope in Kabul, but they now find themselves defeated in a transit camp on Macedonia's northern border. They were deported from Serbia when Balkan countries shut their borders to Afghans. But for them, the journey had to continue, so they tried to cross into Serbia once more. They didn't want to disclose their name.
We met a Pakistani who invited us to his home. When we got there, he said if we paid him $1,800, he'd take us to Germany. We got the money transferred, but 4 days later, we were still there. When we said we wanted to go, well, that's when the fight started.
They say they were punched, kicked and stabbed several times by a Pakistani gang until villagers rescued them. People smuggling is flourishing once again since new restrictions were imposed for refugees and migrants wanting to reach Western Europe. Just a few weeks ago, going from Greece to Macedonia meant crossing an empty field and hoping to go undetected by the police. Now there's a fence and barbed wire that stretch all along the borderline, and there are night and day patrols on the other side. Still, despite all these measures, people are trying to get through. Anyone who approaches is quickly spotted. Macedonian, Czech and Bulgarian forces are deployed here. Austria may send reinforcements along the 40-kilometer-long fence. But it's not deterring the smugglers or their desperate clients.
At
night, we hear the dogs barking a lot, and we see families crossing, we see young people. I think the smugglers are now going to take more money, and they will always find other ways to cross.
The trail goes across the fields, narrow tracks that take them through the hills and woods. Some left their mark behind. This group of North African migrants took this route last week. We met them in northern Greece as they were setting off at sunset with much expectation. They only made it as far as Belgrade before being turned back to Macedonia.
I came through the fence. There was a hole. We were 6, but we separated along the road. I walked for 5 nights so no one would see me, and then slept a few hours during the day, anywhere, by the side of the rail tracks, in the forest.
Now they don't know what to do next. Thousands of refugees are stranded in Greece. For now, they have chosen to put pressure on the authorities and wait for the crossing to open. Many of them are already wondering whether they will have to once again turn to smugglers to reach their European dream. Abdel-Hamid, Al Jazeera, along the Balkan route.